Hello everybody, my name is Spicy and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be on my main account. I'm going to be talking to you guys about two of, in my opinion, the most important dungeons for the late game. So Sand Devil and Shogun have completely changed my account. Getting in and doing high level of each of them is absolutely massive and something that can definitely not be ignored once you get to this level. Um, so, uh, the guy who brought this up when it came to Shogun is a YouTuber called Raidology. Raidology makes some great videos. He's just now starting up into making videos, and he's growing very quickly. Um, so he's only been doing content for, well, 3 months in total, but not all that long, but all of his videos are very unique. They do a lot of stuff. Some of these teams have been showed elsewhere, but he really does some great stuff. And these different Hydra teams are absolutely insane. He's done a completely free-to-play 25 with no Emic. I mean, guys, go check him out. And yeah, if you want to see these teams in much more detail, he shows them very detailed. The speeds, the speed ranges, great channel. Anyways, let's hop on back over to my account. So on my account, we're going to be looking, well, one, what do these do? You might be asking. So what they do is they give you much more stats and much more availability and being able to build your champions how you want. So if we look at my Urgash, she's going to be the perfect example. We have fully ascended gauntlets, we have fully ascended boots, and a fully ascended amulet. In total, we're getting 32% crit damage and 12%, well, 12 speed on him just from Ascension. That is a lot of stats, guys. That puts him at 270 crit damage and 233 speed on a champion that I otherwise wouldn't have nearly built this well. Not to mention somebody like a Kaimar, where you were getting a lot of stats. I need to get a new banner on him, but his chestplate is doing a lot for him, 125 accuracy, and his boots giving him another 12 speed, getting him all the way up to 333 speed and 679 accuracy. That's absolutely insane. Stats wise, at least for my account. I know this isn't the best in the game, but if we look, a lot of triple rolls. Yeah, I mean, everything is triple rolled except this. Even then, it's still double with accuracy. I do need to upgrade this banner, like I mentioned, but it is at least a triple roll, but it isn't 6-star, and it isn't ascended accuracy. So definitely a lot of room to grow on him, but a very solid build nonetheless. Anyways, let's go and look at the different teams. So when we go and look at my Sand Devil is pretty simple. We're just bringing in Godseeker and Walking Tomb Drain. Godseeker is built in region, so is Drang. There's going to be some different things that we can do. Godseeker is pretty, has to say, really between the lines. Well, at least the baseline is pretty much where mine is at. So you can't really be going any lower stats than this, but you can be going much higher stats than this, which is very nice. So we're looking for really a minimum of 62k HP, 4 point, let's say just 4k defense, possibly 3.9. But if you're going 3.9, you need to go higher on HP. If you're going lower HP, you need to go higher defense. 261 speed or 262 speed is the absolute minimum, I believe. So I'm cutting it very close to this, but the build doesn't need upgraded, so I'm not all that worried about it. I can continue ascending a few of these things, but it works, and that's all that really matters to me. You really want to get her in Miracle Heal. Miracle Heal will help her, well, one, get some more HP, and two, just heal the destroy max HP. That happens throughout the fight, and once you get to 5-star, you're able to do a completely different build on her, but that's its own video, and videos have already been made on it. If I do get her to 5-star, I'll make a video on it. But then her masteries, this is what I have her in. Really just getting defensive stats and then getting down into Elixir of Life for that extra HP, because building HP on her can be a bit of a pain, and we really just want to get that done. So that's Godseeker, and now let's talk about Walking Tomb Drain. Walking Tomb Drain is built for Ice Golem solo. Well, solo the boss, but the waves we just go through. It's about a minute long run. have him at 72k HP. I'd like to get his HP much higher, probably around 100k. But I think you can probably have him at 65k HP. And then defense, you can probably run him about 3.5k, but I have him at 3.8k. And then speed, you can run him all the way, I believe, at 160, just because you get that extra 50% turn meter boost. But I personally would recommend a minimum of 180, just to make sure that he's not dying very often. He's getting as many turns as he can, to keep his regen working. And then I have him pretty high resistance at 474 because I want him to resist the things and ice golem. Defiant and regen. The regen is needed, the Defiant isn't, but if you're not using Defiant, you want to get him faster or you want to get him in Immortal as well. We have him fully booked. Well, not fully booked. This isn't fully booked, but we don't need this. This does help, though. That is one big benefit to bringing him in. He definitely helps keep the team alive. And then Soul Reap to help kill out at the very end. And then his masteries aren't completed, but they're really as far as I want them to go. I don't really need anything else. I think the only thing that could really be worth bringing in is Cycle of Revenge for the extra turn meter, but that isn't a necessity. And if you need, you can take him down into Elixir of Life or Iron Skin. Jeez, keep hitting the wrong one. But yeah, that is Walking Tomb Drain. That is Godseeker. Now, there is a lot of DPS options when it comes to this. Some are going to take much longer than others. The absolute best DPS option is going to be Ninja from at least my testing. Ninja is the best for it, but he isn't completely consistent on 25, and I want to be running the highest that I can with a decent, I mean, it isn't too slow with Drang, but as soon as I get a 5-star Godseeker, I'll move into the Ninja team, where I put him in Infinity Breaker and just have him go absolutely blitzing through it. But for now, I'm not using him. If you have him, definitely use him. You can just use him on like 24. 25 is bad affinity. You have to do some different stuff for that, but he's still the best option. From there, Acrizia, Tomb Drain, New is a great option. New is one that you don't have to put into a regen set. Not having to do that really helps out. You really just want to run him around 55k HP and 4k defense I think is the base, and then you can probably run it up a little bit further, but you just need him at least, I think it's 260 speed or 250 speed. You want him above that, so I think a safe place is going to be 260 speed, maybe 261, right around your Godseeker's range. But yeah, that is kind of the options for DPS. If you don't have those, don't worry, you're not out of luck. You have really any HP burner. You want to avoid using Artak though. Artak is a free one, but the issue with him is that he loses max HP on his own, and his max HP gets down to basically 0, and it just doesn't work very well. Godseeker's passive will start getting procced, and you don't want that. Besides HP burners, there isn't too many straight up DPSs I would recommend using. I don't think there's too many that can even do it. It's really, you're bringing an HP burn. I believe you can use Mordecai, just a basic HP burner. He places it, he doesn't hit, so it doesn't matter which affinity, it's just going to take about 10 minutes per run, and that's no fun. So those are just some thoughts for you guys. If you're using him, any HP burner, just base HP burner, you're probably going to have to run them in regen. Similar stats to my Drang. And yeah, so that's the team. I'm going to go ahead and do one run. It takes a little bit, guys. You can kind of see the beginning. I'll pause, and then as soon as we get through it, I'll come back and you can kind of see the speed, see how it works. So getting through this, you're just hoping for constant HP burns. Drang is going to help keep the team alive. I don't think I've ever had this fail. It gets very close, but I think it's right on that border of not being able to fail and failing. It's on that border. It's like a seesaw. I think that's what that's called. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead, pause this, guys, and as soon as it's done, I'll be right back. Alright guys, I mean this averages out to about a 5-minute run, which is perfectly fine. I mean, I usually just run it overnight. I would love to have a much faster run, and honestly that might be something I work on very soon, just so I can get in here and get out much sooner than I do at the moment. But that's the team. With Newt, you're looking at about 3 to 4 minutes. With Ninja, you're looking at about 1 minute 30 to 3 minutes, depending on how you build them, depending on how the team goes. I think the 5-star Ascension is going to be a lot faster than if it were to not be the 5-star Ascension. But anyways, let's go ahead, move over to Phantom Shogun Grove, and I'll kind of show you what I'm doing. Right now, guys, I'm doing stage 23. As for the DPSs that I'm using, it is the best, it is the fastest, and only for 38 up to a minute, 38 seconds up to a minute, it's no problem for me to be getting less oils. So this is the team I'm running. The team is very fast, it is very consistent, and I've only ever had it fail about one time, and only failed because of Gnarlhorn dying, but I fixed up his HP and stuff to the point where he shouldn't be dying. So let's go ahead and show you guys the team. So the first person is going to be Newt. Newt is looking very fast. He doesn't need to be this fast. He's at 272 speed, and then 100% crit rate, 251% crit damage, 294 accuracy, 5k defense. Something that is very notable in this team, guys, is that I'm actually doing a bit of an offset to the team. Usually, Pain Keeper speeds would be much different, so that could also factor in to me having a chance of failing. You really want her at like 260. You can go look at Raidology's video. He goes over all of it. Definitely a video I would look at if I were you guys, and just so you can learn how to do this team a little bit better. But I have my Newt at 272, and then my Ninja is looking pretty solid with his build overall. He is at 42k HP, 3.6k attack, 238 speed, and then 100% crit rate, 240 crit damage, and then 379 accuracy along with Newt's lead. Heading back to Newt, I forgot to show his masteries. My bad, guys. This video is looking a little sketch at the moment. He's fully booked with Brimstone, is going down into Giant Slayer. He has Lasting Gifts. Really, you should go down into Master Hexer. Take Evil Eye down into Master Hexer. It's going to be better, trust me. And then on Ninja, he is fully booked, has Brimstone, is going down into War Master. You're looking probably at Sniper for his A1. I think that's going to be the best option. But yeah, heading over to Emic. Emic I'm actually using in a Hydra team right now, also shown by Raidology, guys. Go check out his channel, please. Absolutely amazing comp to do with him. You get to the max turn count, no problem. We have him at 52.5k HP, 2.7k, well 2.6k defense, 270 speed. You're looking at 270, I think up to 275-ish. That's just off memory. I could be a little off. And then the resistance is for Hydra. You want him probably around 500. I have him up 550 just so that I know he's going to work. From there, he's going to be fully booked and is going down into Unshakable with Lasting Gifts. Next up is my Pain Keeper that I actually use inside of my Bat Eater clan boss team. So I didn't want to have to change up her speeds. I didn't want to have to build out a second Pain Keeper, so I just used the one I use my Bat Eater, and it actually works. This isn't the speed you want to be running. The speed that was advised was like 260 speed, 262 speed, but I found this works, and that's probably just because how fast I'm killing the boss. If you're not killing the boss this quick, you definitely want to be going the speeds that they recommend, that Raidology recommends in the video. But mine is at 38k HP, 3.2k attack, 1.9k defense, 239 speed, 100% crit rate, 208% crit damage. Besides that, nothing matters. I need to rebuild her really bad. I didn't realize how bad her build was. She's fully booked, has Phantom Touch, is just going down into War Master, and nothing else really matters. You might pick up Kill Streak. I, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I easily get the 1 key, and that's all that matters to me and her working here. And then last, but certainly not least, the person that really enables the team is Gnarlhorn. Gnarlhorn is at 66.5k HP, 2.9k defense, 154 speed, and 261% crit damage. He's the highest crit damage in the team. That's what matters, along with his speed. I think his speed ranges between 150 and 185. It might be different if you're running Painkeeper at the proper speed, but I found this speed works. And you definitely want to get him a little bit more tanky. If I took him down and actually got his masteries, I'd get him an Iron Skin, and that would make things a lot easier. But this is the current build on him, and he's fully booked. Obviously, you want to turn off his A2 and the comp. You just want his A1 and his A3 going, and then yeah, as I mentioned, you want to get this crit damage mastery most likely, and then you want to take him down into Iron Skin so he has some more defense. But let's go ahead and show the team. Hopefully it doesn't lose. That would really suck if the one time I'm trying to show off the team it just loses. Also, I have Gnarlhorn in reaction just in case. The chances that I lose aren't very high, but if something horribly wrong happens, then we have that as a failsafe, which is never a bad thing. From here you can see I'm absolutely blitzing through this. We have a lot of fail-safes in Emic. He's keeping the team going. Gnarlhorn also keeps the team going. Painkeeper resets their cooldowns. And then the DPSs, as I mentioned, you can kind of put in whoever you want. But with these exact speeds that I have, you're really looking at these 2 DPSs or a second new. Besides that, guys, you can take this up to 25 if you use a ninja plus maybe just a max HP. Crizia is going to be your best option. A double Crizia would be the fastest. But yeah, so that is how I am farming the hardest dungeons in the game. They are the most easily cheesed dungeons in the game. They're very important, and I really highly recommend you guys get in there and check them out. Besides that, as I mentioned, guys, go check out Raidology's channel. He makes some absolutely amazing videos, and I'll definitely have his link in the description. If you guys did learn anything from this video, if you were able to find a new content creator, either me or Raidology, don't forget to subscribe so you find us again. Spread some videos around if anybody needs some help, and I hope you guys tune in next time. Anyways, thank you guys again for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, guys.